It says you're live. Is anybody alive?
200 facilities nationwide. Data-driven pricing, tech-forward operation, real-time reporting.
Oh, that's my phone.
Keeps every site
Okay. Hello, everybody. We're here to do the live unboxing of the Global Aerojet FURY. It's a 2.2 meter. It's designed for a 140 size turbine. Currently, it is not up yet on the website. We've got a couple of these alpha pilots. We'll be getting them right now. And if you see this one over here is Norris. He will be doing an unboxing on the weekend for it once I give it to him. So hopefully, let's see if it looks okay. The view here. Hopefully, I'm not too far away, but I'll try to speak up. No comments yet. Maybe everybody's still thinking about it. Let's get the camera here. Right now, I have the looks like it's the nose, just because it was on top and it's pretty well packaged. So let's start making a mess. You're good. Thank you, Manny. I guess. Can you hear me okay? I gotta speak up. I don't know how far away the microphone is, but you know, sometimes it's not realizing you have to make sound speak up louder. One of the real tricks is the phone is making a big mess with it. Sound and distance. Is it a little bit far? Because I can make it the closer, but it's hard to, don't want to get too close and don't want to get too far. But I can do that. I can adjust the distance very easily. Because it's on a lap. My laptop is on the chair. But I was also gonna like walk around and then kind of like take some closer looks of it too. Thank you, Manny. Like I said, we've been waiting for these. For those who didn't know, the demo jet flew at our Lake Havasu event, and we tried to get some more in, and it was a bit of a trek. Right now, some of them been rejected because of the paint schemes was not up to par. So currently there's a new batching process. It should be here before our California Jets event. This is the nose assembly. So I'm looking at this latch here. It's on top. So let's just pull the canopy off here real quick. Obviously, it's not much to look at on the inside. Try not to touch it too much, but one of the things that I try to do is I make sure I wash my hands frequently when I'm touching these, because any oil will get all over your stuff. The process right now is going to be pretty complex because these are also not even have the landing gear installed. So it is quite a bit, like I said, quite a bit of work. Like I said, that's why didn't want to put it too close because I like to walk right up to the camera here and do the take a quick look inside here as far as what is needed to be here. Uh, there looks like there's some screw holes here for the for the what do you call that, the plate, and then of course the landing gear is here, and you don't even have, they're not even drilled out yet, so you gotta put them all, everything in. Right now it's a kit. Uh, supposed to be supposed to be a plus, but maybe like the, obviously like the front gear stuff doesn't need to be in. All you have to do is just put those items in. We're gonna put this aside and open up what's next. Check the comments. Just you, Manny, so far. So far, no one else is jumping in. Okay, yeah, it's a Monday. What do you expect? Nobody wants to be around on a Monday. All right. Looks like this is the pipe. Feels like the pipe. It's got a nice little bell housing here. I can't see what your comment is. I'm in the shop. Cool, Manny. Hopefully, I'm going to see you at California Juts because, you know, we're going to be trying, Norai and I are going to be trying to have these ready for the California Juts event. Unfortunately, like I said, you know, it would have been nice if we had more ready, but, you know, had to pick a, unfortunately, had to pick two. Might as well pick the two guys that are going to be flying and maybe together in formation. You know, we're like, we got a lot of time that we got to get on it, though. We got to get them built, get them test flown, start flying them together. A lot of little things to do. Of course, I'm making a big mess, but that's the fun of unboxing. I don't have to worry about cleaning up until it's done. Nice the thing about the pipe is it looks good. Nice construction. Nice and shiny. Check out the bell housing here. Obviously it's very well packaged, so it definitely looks like a nice bell housing here. This is obviously slated for a 140, so you know it's going to be pretty long. But you know, I mean, this is a 2.2 meter, so put that down out of the way. Move some of my trash out of the way here. I have to still step around to show you guys closer view. This looks like the tubes. I don't know. Maybe open it up anyway. Take a quick look. See if it's carbon colored or whatever. I'd like to know what I'm getting, right? Looks like a carbon fiber. Looks like we have two carbon fibers pieces. I'm assuming they're both one's for the front of the wing, one's for the back of the wing. So, I'm sorry, three. That's what happens when you're like not paying attention. So obviously this one's the tail, this is the back of the wing, and this is the front of the wing. So we're just gonna throw that back in there real quick. Unless this is like the tail, the vertical stabilizer. Who knows? Find out when you start to fit it together. Hey Mark, see you at California Jets. Yeah, supposed to cook hot dogs for the local club that weekend, but hopefully I can weasel out of it. Dude, I would, because it's gonna be epic. You can go eat hot dogs. Have someone else cook hot dogs. Because yeah, it'd be nice to see your birds up there. Like I said, it's gonna be a pretty epic event. David is doing a hell of a job of getting this event back up since Joe had to retire from doing the Best of the West. You know, we really missed that event, but he's like, oh my God, we got the vertical stabilizer here, and one of the reasons why I'm glad he gave me the choice of the kit is he said that luckily this is one of them that made it. So the vertical stabilizer, I love that. I love the colors on that. The silver and red, the blue. I'm assuming blue, but I don't want to touch it. But I guess in the let's see okay, there's carbon spacers for the bottom. So this is obviously going to go into the rear fuse, and it's got a one screw hole here, and the it looks like the rudder is going to be a mini, so it's going to go in there for the mini servos. So hopefully that's going to be soon. Got to check how many mini servos I got, since I had to improvise on that. I am seeing this thing first time too, guys. So if there's something I open that I don't even know what the hell it is, we gotta find out, right? I'm finding out, you're finding out. Because like I said, we don't even, the level of completion of this is not our typical of like some of the PMP kits that I got from Global in the past. I mean, it's great to have like all the servos installed, all the linkages ready to hook up, and it looks like it's a vertical. Let's see. I have to get more foam off of it to see that it was actually a vertical. I have not actually seen the bottom of this. I've only seen like the top view of it, so you're going to see the bottom view. Okay, it's just a plain silver on the bottom with the obviously the red, white, and blue on the top. Oh, man, that is popping. And it looks like it's held on, and it looks like I got another mini servo. So of course, gonna do the flexing of the live edge here. But it looks like some of the tape holding it was not kind of fell off. But the white and the blue, all that stuff, it's really popping color here. So really like it. I didn't know. I had no clue what the bottom was because they didn't even post any pictures of the bottom yet. So I'm going to be the one posting the pictures of the bottom. I'm going to put that over here with the phone. Try to protect it as long as possible. This is the other half of it. I'm not going to open that because I need to save some of the foam for doing it. This may be my tray, because it looks like a tray. I said I'm finding out when you're finding out. I'm finding out when you're finding out. Let's see. So yeah, okay. So we got a couple of trays, actually. So we got the nose tray with the battery, and obviously there's a hole cut out for the nose gear. It looks like the nose gear to retract. So need a little bit of space between those. I'm assuming lots of slots, I guess, also for different size batteries. And then I'm guessing there's a front, the one that was in the middle of the fuselage. So obviously we got, it's not a lot of space, but it's only a sport jet, so it doesn't. I wasn't really thinking about having smoke port or anything, but maybe. Usually I'm not a big sport fan smoke jet kind of guy. I'm just gonna leave this here because I want to get to the big stuff here. This, oh wow. There's the wing here. Let's see what. Let's see. We'll open up this wing here. Not any damage. Hey, babe. Oh, my wife is on. She's on her break, but she's tired from working, so she's on her break time. She got to come to watch. Hopefully, she's gonna watch it, but she's gonna see it all later anyway when she gets off work. So. Gorgeous. This has got the JR Pro logo on it. There you go. These are the ones I saw with the at the other the photos that Mike sent me. So it's got the JR Pro, and it looks like it's got there's obviously there's no landing gear in it, of course, and there is no there's looks like the standard size servos for the flaps and for what about the flaps and the ailerons and the looks like you have to still mount the horns also. It's a lot of work, a lot more work than what I'm definitely used to. So definitely going to take a little bit longer to prepare because even like even got to drill out the holes for the mounts and everything. It's like a lot of little things got to be done. So definitely got to get on it, get it done. Let's see what have to keep doing, pushing up the things here, the comments. I mean, sorry, just one second. Even I can't even get past my own ads. So I hope you're doing okay, my love. Nice to see you. So this is I need to put this somewhere where I can't damage it. I'm just gonna go throw it on the bed real quick, guys. Okay, and then the other side of the wing. I'm not gonna open this because you just saw the other half. So check some comments, come back, put this on the bed real quick too. Hopefully the lighting is okay. I should turn on every light in the house here. Outside lights are still on because it's still daylight. So right now I feel the heaviness of this part. It's got to be, it looks like it's the landing gear and whatever else is in here. I've also pulled out some parts bags, and I see there's some pieces that I'm not even sure yet what this wood pieces are for. Some tubing, uh, the gear. I'm sorry, the servo tops for the wings. That's definitely more of a kit project than I expect, but you know, it's okay because that's what we got tools for, right? We got a bunch of screws, wood screws, looks like wing wood screws, and a few small wood screws. Okay, and then we got a bunch of horns, obviously the good quality turnbuckles kits, very nice kit. Um, there is the wing surfaces for the thing. They're pre-cut. They just need to be uh, obviously high salt end. There's some screws, and there's some L brackets for the servos for the wings. So we got those servo, everything. Like I said, everything's got to be installed in this one. I think the wings can be removed with the gear. That's a very good question. I haven't even I don't remember I didn't take a look at Jacob's version we got, but I will get back to you on that. Text you about that, because yeah, I mean here we got some wing mount screws and some, looks like the 4 millimeter and a little few 3 millimeters in here. I'm assuming this is to join the fuse and prop on the wings. So, and I've got a clunk. Do I have a tank somewhere? We gotta find out. Oh, and looks like we got a gear controller, but something different that I have not seen. So I will be having fun with that myself. Wow. The gear doors and see door break in, gear in. So we got a fancy new controller. Can't wait to try it out. It's really I do have. That's why I said I got this thing to where I can walk around and show you, make it a little easier to see too. Because you know, one of the nice things about having it close enough, not close enough to see, but not too far away also. Try to hold it on there long enough. Hard to hold it straight because and talk at the same time without it focusing too. So don't know anything about it. Don't know the power requirements. All I see is a couple of you know, couple of male-to-male extensions and some mounting hardware for it. Two screws. There's two brackets on each side, so mounted to the plate with two extra male-to-male screws. Don't know what that is for yet. Let's get a couple of straps. Straps looks like they're for the tank. I'm assuming the tank is in the main fuse, but we're going to look at that in a minute. We're going to see if I open the gear here and see if I can get this checked out here, because we really want to check the quality of these, of the gear for these. this is well, obviously the business, very business part of this whole thing is making sure they have good quality gear, good running gear. It looks like a decent size. Obviously, this is obviously a 2.4 meter jet. Typically, like I said, it's not on the website, but like a typically like the P&P version's about 5K, where the flex version is a little bit what we call the pro. Whoops, the pro wired. Oh, he's a. I got a message asking me when I'm going live. He said, I'm on. I don't know if you can share it to him. Since he's one of the participants of this finagle. Oh, very nice, very nice. We've got pretty large wheels, 95 millimeters. Wow, these things are beast of a main. Looks like a straight main. So tight I can't even push it down. Yeah, there it is. It's got some flex to it. Some flex to it. Go back to the chat. Okay, he's here now. No worries, Nora. You're gonna see the whole thing again when you get yours. But I gotta tell you right now, kiddo, this you and your pop got a lot of work to do. There is absolutely nothing installed. There is no brake. Yeah, I know you. I already told them you're going to be doing your own unboxing video, so you gotta. So definitely send me a link when you're ready for that too. Obviously, all the links are in the. For this is going to be quite a bit of work to get these installed. This obviously the servo is not even installed on these. The linkage is not even hooked up. So there's like tons of little things to do. To make this thing ready. Got looks like another mini. Hopefully I've got enough mini servos because thank goodness. Let me check. Also, some of the components I'm still using my 14 channel power safe receiver here. Some of my wing and aileron and flap servos here from previous. I'm gonna keep retesting them. So even I got a new controller to try, so I'm probably not going to use my AG68 for this project because I wanted to see how that works for the project. Obviously, everybody wants to see the business end of this. The 140 is going in these jets. This is obviously a 2.2 meter, so this is going to be running a 140 size turbine. So gonna put snap system on that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think I might see if I can still upgrade to the Synapsis gyro. I still have my Cortex, but I'll see if I can go ahead and upgrade it because it's obviously we got some time to order it and get it ready to even hook it up. Still gonna be obviously quite a bit of weeks of work now because I don't know if you didn't watch the earlier part, but the servos are not installed, the gear is not installed. Now we're gonna get to the resistance, the main wing. But these things are huge. My God, keep coming up with my own ads. I can't even see the thing. Hopefully we can work slowly and surely. Hopefully get ready for the event. I'm not 100% sure because it's a lot of work. I agree. I mean, like I said, especially if we're waiting for parts too. But hopefully everything's going to be fast. I mean, it's more work, but at least we're doing it. We know what to do. I've installed like in my 1/5 scale F86. I did my own servos for which I like because I use my own hardware anyway, and use my own. I know that everything's already centered, and ready to use. I don't. Yeah, it's a 2.2 meter. Yes, 2.2 meter. It's on a 140 size turbine, so hopefully you'll get yours in the mail quickly. I already had mine. I thought I'd bring the wing back here, show Nora real quick because not in a rush. But anyway, here's the scheme for it. That's the top. This is the bottom. Yeah, 140 size. It's gonna go 200 miles an hour. If you guys watched my video that Alan gave me to post from the Lake Havasu event, thing is a ripper. This thing is fast and furious, guys. Looks like it might need a little bit of Dremel work to get it in because it's a little bit tight. But see, that's one of the nice things. You got all the tools, man. You do all this. You got to get all this stuff ready yourself. You got to make sure it's all ready for yourself because I got to squeeze that in there freely. It looks like it needs about millimeter, maybe on the rear part to put to slide the motor in. This is a heavy duty motor too. My God. So gotta slide it all the way up to slide it all the way up to here on the motor. This part is gonna all be recessed. So the motor is gonna be all the way there. The good question is these don't. One of the things I've noticed too. There's not even a hole for the. There's not even a hole for the gear to come. The wires to come out. So there's no connector assembly. Maybe I have to. Maybe it's not in this bag. Maybe it's in the fuselage. Let's go ahead and put this away and get the fuselage out again. I mean, get it out now. Time to get to the big showstopper here. Of course, after the live, you can, hey, Crazy, doing a live unboxing here. Hope you enjoy it. See, there were 3 carbon fiber rods, which seemed like 2X on the wing and 1X on the rear. But that's what I'm going to verify right now because I only saw one opening on the side of the wing. So gotta maybe double check if there wasn't find out if there was not one in the one inside the thing that I didn't see. But okay, well I see the tank. So there's quite a large tank. Looks like it's a 4 millimeter tank from the size I'm looking at. See if I can remove it real quick. Maybe try to slide this out. Yeah, I can get it out. So here's the tank for it. It's definitely looks like a 4 millimeter, but obviously I can feel it. It has no clunk inside. The clunk is over. The clunk is here. So you gotta build your own clunk. I'm assuming maybe that's what the this little bit of tubing here is for. Is for the fuel clunk. I can't even get it open, so can't get it open with my finger. It's really tight. Well, I'll do that later. But anyway, I usually pressure test mine, make sure they're good. I don't see any damage or imperfections. So another project, even just getting the tank ready, pressure tested, leak tested, all kinds of testing now that need to be done. Get past my own ads. I still gotta look, still gotta look where the rest of that is. So the tank looks like it has to go in there and then put it together. I'm gonna need to get the rest of the foam off here to see how is the tank, the turbine mounting area here. But like Norrie says, definitely gonna be doing a few late nights of getting things ready, because the level of completion is not what I expect. Looks like, to answer your question, looks like they recess into the fuselage. So to answer your question, it looks like it recesses into the fuselage to when it goes up. So it looks like you might have to drop the gear to take it out. This is a kit version. There is no wires at all. So I gotta ask about that. Okay, but anyway, there is a second hole here on the fuselage. A little bit of bucking to do there. So there is a second hole on the fuselage. I think maybe on the wing there, maybe it was hidden. Maybe it wasn't drilled out yet. Let's see, so the tank. This is the turbine access area here, and then ain't much to look at in here. It's just the turbine. We're gonna fit in there, but I'm curious. I want to check where the turbine, how the turbine's gonna fit. It looks like it's, like I said, she's a nice tight fit in there. So. Well, definitely a tight fit in there, but it fits in there. Fits in there nicely. Definitely a slender fuselage. Yeah. Okay, but the front hole might be an alignment. Yeah, alignment pan. Let me bring the wing back. Mark, that's a good point. As like I said, I'm looking at this for my first time too, so I also discovering a few things that I didn't know that was going on too. I know the rudder here, vertical stabilizer, has its own guide pins here too, and it's held on by looks like a 3 millimeter screw. Test the fit, fits good. Fits good there. Oh, still got the turbine laying in there, so gotta make sure to put it, take it back out real quick. Man, it's a tight fit to get that thing out. Yeah, you gotta get the mounts. It's a really slender fuselage for the size. So I'll go check. Whoa, we'll check that real quick. It got me through these 2 marks. Yeah, there was a. You're right. I mean, there's a guide pin here on the wing. So yes, you're correct. There's a guide pin that goes in here. So probably easier when the bar is on. I'm assuming. Oh, that's why. There's two. There's 2 carbon rods for the tail. That's why. That's why it's got 2. So that's why it's got 2 for the rear. 2 for the rear and 1 for the front. I'm sorry. Yeah, 2 for the rear and 1 for the front with a pin. Okay, and then I took off that for reason. So let's try to move this without knocking it over. Okay, there we go. It's definitely a 2.2 is a decent size. But like I said, to answer your question there, Mark, about the looks like they will need to have the retraction here, obviously. Yeah, the V-stab is just in the right place without having hours of sanding. Yeah, so far everything seems to fit well. I'm gonna grab that the vertical next here, since you got me curious on about the fit. The fit is so far so good. Wow, tight fit even to get it off, which is good. That's why we took out one already, so to try. So it looks like it has a front and rear. I guess because this thing is a missile with so it's gonna have two for each here. But little details I'm noticing too that it looks like it does not have the holes drilled out for the marking here. So let's go. This I grabbed it. Looks like I grabbed the right side here. Okay, there we go. Take this off for now. So yeah, that's what it was. Was the 2 for the thing. Looks like the wings and the the vertical, the horizontal stabilizers are silver. So that's, I guess, in how we're going to get the orientation. It's going to be the white up and the silver tail and wings on the bottom with the fuse here. Obviously, it's the same color as the top. So hopefully they ain't going to clash with good weather or bad weather. Sometimes it might do both. Sometimes, like when it's clear out, so there's a nice white haze out there, it might be fun. Might be fun low. You might have to keep it above the white haze. So okay, and then yeah. So right now there's like I said, a little bit more of a project. You know, because we gotta find out. For example, we're gonna be having to also drill mounting holes for the drilling exit holes for the servo wires too. So we got servo wires here uh, for the two tails and the wing and the vertical for the rear. So that looks like it might be a good 30 inch. We gotta ask about that because I believe he said it was supposed to be like a kit plus, but I have you know I have some long extensions that I bought for before for like a potentially chasing a failure that I still have. So at least I don't have to worry about that. But doing the marking for the to find out where the wire is supposed to come out into the fuse is going to be fun. Because there's some stuff that's in the way. So looks like a little bit of calculating is needed to get those pieces in. A little bit of etching off and stuff to to open the holes up for those things because I didn't even see anything for the wing. There's no opening for the wing here, so gotta find out where that's going to come out. See. The rear spars here, the centers here. I'm not sure if it's supposed to go on the leading edge of the wing side or what. I see some lightning holes in the carbon. I'm not sure where it's supposed to be coming out. There's supposed to be an exit hole somewhere because they see the wall. There's the hole here for the to mount the for the mounts to mount it to the fuse. That's here. The carbon tube is here. This other support is here. So it has to be out of the way unless it's back here that it hasn't been opened yet. So gotta ask about that. Might have to be ordering some things like Ashlon connectors or something to do that. Yeah, Nora, it looks like I counted, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 minis, I believe, and four of the standards. Because I believe the standards, the minis are let me check. Yeah. The minis are, I believe, are 4 and 4. So it's 4 minis and 4 standards. So that's going to be, make sure that let him know too, because we have ask about what the wiring should also, if there was supposed to be some wiring in the box for that, because I see a square hole on the inside of the fuse here that maybe it has to be come out there. I'm looking at the. Might have to send you a picture of that because I don't see. I see a square hole that's pretty much in front of the spar, in front of this carbon, but it's not on the main wing here. I didn't open the other side. I have to double check with that. Definitely a project plane. So in the video I made on flying with the 140, yes, it was that you made. Are you talking about the one that the demo one that flew in Lake Havasu? Was with the 140? It's with the 140, and I'm looking at and here also where the tank is supposed to be mounted to the fuse. I don't see. I got the straps here, but I don't see where you had the thing. So some little bit of engineering's got to go on here because I don't see. Oh, that's what that's for. The two mounts for the tank. That's what those are. So you got two long pieces here. That's for the tank. It looks like you have to high-saw that to the floor, and then put the straps on for the tank. That's why. That's what I didn't notice. It has no wires. It's not the pro version as we thought it would be. So might have to see, and that might cause some delay, especially for the wing. If we're supposed to have a wiring harness installed for it, especially if we need both ends for the wiring harness. Might have to ask about that because there's like a delay for us here. So the tank got to go in here, then it goes on top of the strap. The straps go inside here. Inside, looks like there's two sets of straps for it. Maybe I might even use a couple of large tie wraps instead because I like a solid fit. So once I get that in there, maybe I'm going to use like four large tie wraps. That's what I bought those tie wraps for anyway. Just gotta measure it off and figure out that's where it's gonna go. Looks like it's pretty much it. Okay, we can do that. Just gotta clean up all the little hardware pieces here. Move the tank out of the way, or maybe just put the tank in for now. Just gonna put it out of the way. Put this back on. So don't drop it off the table. Okay. I forgot you didn't even see the nose assembly yet. That's why it's good that you mentioned that. Huh? It's pretty long. Your box is getting in my way. down real quick so you can see where that goes. Kind of fit there like so. Maybe I need to prop something up for that. Hold that down. Let's jump here. Maybe enough. Not really. Kind of have to hold the screw, hold it on there real quick, and then this goes here, and so that's with the nose on, and let's see. I really like this color though. Really, definitely looks. Yeah, definitely looks good. Definitely going to be a very attractive scheme. Definitely going to get a little bit of attention, especially with it all together. Sorry, I got a big water here. I'm getting hot. Sorry, guys. About 79 degrees today here in Lomita. Not that cold, but it's not that warm. But fairly narrow profile, yeah. Well, that hence the the way it was flying at the Lake Havasu event was like a bullet. So definitely that's what it's designed for. Designed to be very slick, very fast. So looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. One of the nice things about having the nose section currently detachable, I'm going to go ahead and like start the mini servo. Put that on. Get everything tested on the servo for the nose gear assembly. Test the nose gear assembly. Make sure everything's cool. There's nothing hitting, nothing getting in the way. So, like I said, it's going to be more. It's going to definitely be a little bit of a project. Some of the like I said, the hole and needs to be dug into the fuse to get the wire out for the elevators and the rudder. Simply need to cut their own hole in there to get it in there, which about 2 seconds with a Dremel, but make sure it's in the right area. So can you see the gear? Yes, you can. I'll go get the gear real quick. I thought I had the gear. One with the gear here. Then I move the gear back. Yeah, you didn't see the gear because you were still on the way home from school. But anyway, there's the nose gear assembly right here, and there's no servo in it. There's no connector on the arm yet, and here's the main. It's got a 95 millimeter wheel on it. It's got some cushion here, but it's pretty stiff. Obviously, the 140, I forget how much your Hawk was, but it was still pretty cushiony. The nose feels a little bit more giving on the compression here, which is good. Going to be a nice cushion for landing. It's much more cushiony for the nose versus the mains. So still got even some work to do to wire up the brake wire onto the. Still got to tie wrap everything in place here. Lots of little things to do. because you know you have to obviously tie wrap it together to make sure it's gonna work okay. I mean that's pretty much it. There's nothing else except a big mess. Uh, Obviously, I'm gonna drop yours off on. I guess we're gonna drop it off on Saturday, if that's okay. God dang yes, some kind of cramped to tighten down the wings. Yeah. Yes, Mark, there is. I showed that earlier, but like I said, there's some L brackets for the gear. Whoops, probably should turn down my sound. Uh, there's two butterfly type of landing gear things. I had the same ones on my F86. They just screw in this way. Looks like it's from the inside of the fuse. So I have to check where that is as far as accessibility. Yeah, it's definitely. It looks like it's down by the wing. So down by the wheel, like the F86 was. You just gotta look like you have to stick your hand inside the wheel well to put the screw in. So you put the screw in from the obviously from the inside of the fuse to the inside of the fuse to the into the wing to mount it. It's the same as the global F86 was. And of course, lots of there's like 4 millimeter screws here to mount the thing. I didn't see any washers with it though. Probably should have been. Probably should have some washers with it. And of course, the plates here for the wings, mounting plates. Looks like it has the holes already drilled out for the L brackets. So all I have to do is just screw in the L brackets to the fuselage. I mean, to the plate, and then drill out the plate, drill out the hole for the wing onto the wing once it's centered in there. Uh, I don't know if you saw Norai, but the wing does not have the thing, and none of the hinges are in. So you have a whole bag of hinges that you gotta high saw all the hinges into. So definitely, like I said, she's gonna be a project. But the slots are already cut for the hinge. It's ready to glue in though. So I gotta so you high saw the whole. Probably I end up high sawing them like uh, pretty much try to do it all together here. So test test fit them and then put the high saw. I have to watch video on how other people have done that, but they all look to be the similar hinges. So you just gotta test fit it in, slide it in with some high saw on it. People usually put some tape on the ends of it, and then come back with a little bit of high saw on the edge of it. That's pretty much it. It's already been it's already been the cut. It's already been lined up already, so it's all ready. It's ready for gluing. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, I don't see anything else. I mean, really discuss it unless you guys have any more questions. Of course, you're obviously Nora. You're gonna have a buttload of questions. So we're gonna have to keep each other informed and sharing ideas and asking about certain things with that too, because there's a lot of little things to do on this kit. Even the wing you know, has to have the holes drilled out to mount the mains here. I pointed out earlier, look like you might have to Dremel off just a little, like a millimeter off each side just to get it to slide into here. It's got to slide all the way up to here. On here, I know you can't. It's hard to see, but so far away. But definitely can show you in person. But your dad knows. I mean, he's done plenty of builds, so we just gotta slide it in and then get it to where it looks like you only have to drill it out a millimeter just in one spot, just to slide the what do you call it, the C clip bracket on the front of the head, just to get it in there. Then that's it. And then we'll slide right in. Just drill it out, and it's done. The primary concern is making sure, since they did not do the mounting of a wing connector, I don't know if their wing connector, where the wing connector location is supposed to be, except here on the fuse. So gonna put each wing connector on and look for that. There's a square box on there. You're gonna go there, square box, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to Dremel out that square box, and then on the other side, I'm gonna mark it off with the fine tip marker to locate the other side. Then just open that up, look inside, see where I need to put that other side on, and see what kind of connector if we're supposed to get those shipped by airmail or what. Because I thought it was supposed to be a pro wired kit, not an actual kit. Because what I got is an actual kit. I don't know if you have an actual kit. So obviously, when you get yours, please check immediately. One per surface, yes. Expecting 2 horns. Let me double check the wing mark. It doesn't look like it. It looks like there's only one slot for each location. But you can always drill out a second slot and make it a double yourself. Of course, that means I'm not sure what the material in that area would be if there would be enough material in that area to make a second slot. I was expecting 2 horns, yeah, and the bow link in between. Looks like it's just one single of the it's the G10 material, the kind of like the greenish material. The greenish material. So, good question. Good question. Also, may be worthy of asking too, because there is keeping the force kind of center, yeah, instead of off to the side. Okay, I gotta get going too, guys, because obviously since we have a lot to do too. There's a significant amount of work that needs to be done on this project, and I have to clean up a huge mess here. And I got the laptop in the middle of my work area also, so it's gonna be have a lot to do here. I gotta get my area cleaned up and get it ready for working on it. So I can't even get to it right now. I have to walk around here. I have to maybe take this apart real quick and put it back real quick. Back on the floor here. So I can walk around and get it put on again. Yeah, well, Mark, like I said, it might take some late nights, but like I said, this is not the first assembly of this type of jet. It's a little bit more work when you have to do a lot of the gear and mount the servos, mount the wires. You know, there's a lot of little things that need to be done, especially like, for example, figuring out where the hole's got to be cut into the fuse. That just looks like it's, you know, mainly got to be, got do like what I did with the what do you call that? The thing is look for the hole, look inside the fuselage, and find out where I got to put the hole in it. So usually it's only just a, a small enough hole to fit. I get, you know, a servo wire. So okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it, guys. Here. So obviously, if we have any more questions, you can message me and find out. If anybody's 90% of the time, it's first. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not the first time having to do so much work, but it is a little bit of a time constraint too. Might miss a few weekends of flying, but so what? You know, the whole point is to get it done, get it in the air, get it ready for the California Jets here in October. Got like a few weeks here to go to work on it, to get ready. But like I said, it might be a few weekends of having to work on it. So see you with Bill's stream, Philip. I'll see you guys later, and thank you for watching.